What's going on, everybody? My name is MT, and welcome back to DaFAQs, a show where I just answer frequently asked questions that people have on the internet, even though nobody asked me to. Okay, so who the hell is Starhawk from Marvel Comics? I mean, some of you out there may have heard his name here and there on the internet, but most of you out there are probably like, who? So let's find out together, shall we? We shall be doing that. Well, the reason why a bunch of you may not have heard of this Marvel hero before is because he doesn't exist in the Marvel universe. I made it up. Deal with it. April Fools, bitch. Just kidding, he just doesn't exist on Earth 616, which is the main Marvel universe that we're all familiar with, because Starhawk and all of his adventures are from the alternate Marvel universe designated Earth 691. But basically, Starhawk is a rather mysterious Marvel superhero who has complete mastery and control of light, who also banged his sister, who isn't really his sister because she's his wife, who is also him. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so Earth 691 wasn't all that great because all the superheroes on Earth were getting their asses kicked trying to defend the Earth from an alien invasion in the year 2002, which was pretty stupid of the Marvel heroes because all they really had to do was tell the aliens that Nickelback was #1 on the Billboard charts and the aliens would have immediately lost interest. But anyways, while the cosmic hero Quasar and his girlfriend Kismet were defending the Earth from Martians or whatever, his girlfriend was like, Quasar, I'm pregnant, and your mother and sister are dead. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. This is the worst day of my life. I wish I was dead. Are you sure you're pregnant? But an alien invasion is no place to do a pregnant, so he brought her to another planet so she could pregnant in peace while he fought off aliens on Earth with his friends. However, fortunately for Quasar, he was murdered on his way back to Earth, thus releasing him from his obligations of fatherhood. But, unfortunately for Kismet, her baby was stolen by an evil cosmic tentacle tree with a head of hair. Yeah. Don't worry about it. And then the evil tentacle tree brought the baby to a planet called Arcturus 4 and was placed inside of a jar and discovered by local mutants who were like, did one of us put a baby in this jar? There's a baby in a jar over here. But all of their questions were quickly interrupted by murder. The Arcturian military came in and murdered all the mutants because they are different, and things that are different are gross. Just kidding. But the mutants were planning on eating the babies, so, you know, genetic intolerance to the rescue. And then one of the soldiers named Ogord found the baby and brought it back home to his wife and was like, look, wife, I murdered everyone, and I found a baby in a jar. I shall name him Jar Baby. We are not calling him Jar Baby. What? That's not fair. You got to name our daughter. Yeah, that's because you wanted to name her Vagina Baby. Well, she's a girl, and she did come from a vagina, didn't she? Yeah, we're naming him Stakar. God damn it, woman! And so, Ogord raised Stakar the Jar Baby alongside his daughter, Aleta. He wanted Stakar to grow up to be a cool and tough kid, but Stakar ended up being a loser instead. A loser who was really into archaeology and the thought of banging his sister, which is weird considering he did not know that he was adopted at this point. Anyway, but he did know everything else, kinda, because for some reason, growing up, Stakar kind of always knew what to do, like his mind had some sort of hazy knowledge of the future or something, which was weird, but not as weird as wanting to bang your sister. I'm sorry if some of you out there are into that. Actually, no, I'm not. Go get help. That's really weird. However, his sister Aleta was not a loser and was a cool and tough kid who got really annoyed at Stakar when he would do loser things like study archaeology through his stupid archaeology binoculars. So she took his binoculars and she threw them on the ground. And then she followed Stakar into some ancient ruins on her planet where Stakar found an old helmet and she threw that on the ground too, because that isn't cool. Archaeology's for nerds. Normally, archaeology would just sit there and take it. But not on Earth 691, okay? Oh no, on Earth 691, archaeology strikes back. And the helmet zapped her into pure radiant energy, and then her energy turned into the Hawk God, because they were actually in the ruins of the Hawk God. And so, she goes crazy from all of that Hawk God power and destroys half of the Arcturian Air Force because she took some Arcturian warplanes and she threw them on the ground. And so, Stakar was like, gotta say, a little bit less attracted to my sister now. Also, I think I know how to stop this. for some reason. And so Stakar flies up to the gigantic hawk god version of Aleta and merges with her to become one less gigantic but insanely powerful hawk man-woman combination. And then their dad Ogord was like, oh my god, is that you, Jar Baby and Vagina Baby? You two are like super buff and powerful now. That's amazing. I shall name you two Vagina Baby, and we can totally conquer the universe together and stuff. That'd be awesome. But they were like, no, we Starhawk now, and we do what we want. Bye, Pops. Damn you, Vagina Baby. I will have my vengeance. And so they flew off into space as this new singular Starhawk being and spent the next 1,000 years or so doing space shenanigans while switching off control of their physical body from time to time. See, this is how it works. Since they're two different people, they each have two different physical forms. When Stakar is in control, his body manifests itself as the manly Starhawk who can harness the power of light to create blasts of light and heat energy and make solid light constructs. Starhawk also possesses superhuman strength, speed, reflexes, and stamina with enhanced senses that allow him to track down energy signatures from galaxy to galaxy. And you know what helps with that? Flying faster than the speed of light, which Stakar can do. Coincidentally. But when Aleta's in control, her body manifests itself as Aleta's normal body, but she has a different power set of her own. It's kind of like Zelda and Sheik in Super Smash Bros. Now that I think about it, but not really. But anyways, Aleta's powers aren't really as cool as Stakar's Starhawk form, but she can solidify light to make blasts of energy and objects, kind of like Green Lantern style. But she can't fly, which is a bummer, but she can fly around on these neat little flying discs that she makes for herself, which is still cool and better than nothing. I can't do that yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah, when one of them is in charge of the physical form, the other one gets suspended in limbo in sort of like this weird standby mode, waiting for whoever is in charge to give them control of the physical body again, or trying to forcibly take control themselves. Weird shit, man. But yeah, eventually they find out they're not related, fall in love, and plead with the Star God to separate them just long enough so they can get married and have kids. And he does, and they do. 3 beautiful kids. But then, a vengeful Ogord finds these 3 Vagina babies and murders them, successfully clinching the title of world's worst grandpa, as well as Aleta's immense hatred for her husband Stakar, who she blames for their deaths. Not a great time in their marriage, but they're working it out. Actually, nope, things actually never get better, and they hate each other while sharing a body. Very inconvenient, especially when you're trying to date after your divorce. What's going on, girl? What's your name? What's your story? I share a body with my ex-husband who I hate a lot. But anyways, due to Stakar's weird nature of vaguely knowing everything, Starhawk manipulated the events that led to the formation of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Guardians of the Galaxy, the one void of trees, raccoons, and murderous green women. And they join that team and get into various universe-saving shenanigans until their constant fighting amongst themselves gets Starhawk kicked off of the Guardians of the Galaxy team. And then, and this is kind of important and super weird, but please just stay with me here, things happen that lead to Aleta gaining control of their shared body, turning Stakar into a baby, and then traveling back in time to the Jar Baby era and shoving Stakar's consciousness into the Jar Baby. This is why Stakar always knows what's going to happen and what to do, because he is destined to relive his life over and over and over again because of what Aleta did. Yeah, I know, it's weird, but comic books are weird, so just accept it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I guess I should mention that at one point, Stakar turned into a dark version of Stakar for a short while after internal fighting with his wife got pretty nasty, and so instead of manipulating light, he manipulated shadows and did a bunch of cool shadowy shit with shadows. Like puppets. Also, Stakar ends up finding out who his real parents are and meets up with his mom to fight the weird cosmic tree tentacle monster that killed his dad. And they beat him up, I think. I don't know, because I didn't read it because it was weird. And also, Starhawk eventually finds his way to the Earth 616 universe and meets up with the Guardians of the Galaxy that we all know and love. And then, after a couple of misunderstandings and fights and stuff, Starhawk ends up sacrificing himself for the team. He dies. They die. That's actually pretty important, and I probably shouldn't have almost forgotten to say that. But I am incompetent, so whatever. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do it! Or just leave a thumbs up, or share this video. That also makes me happy on the inside. My name is MT, and those were the facts. And if you didn't know, now you know. Catch you guys later.